Greetings wonderful people, and welcome back to another video. It's that awkward time of year for gamers where there are not too many new releases around, and many of us are looking for games to quench that gaming thirst. Luckily for us, there are a large array of free-to-play games available, and today we'll be going over my top 10 free-to-play games on PS4. Keep in mind this is in no specific order. At number 10 we have Fortnite Battle Royale. Now whilst I'm not a huge fan of this Battle Royale nonsense, there are countless players who go crazy for it. If you've been living under a rock, Fortnite Battle Royale is a free-to-play Battle Royale game created by Epic Games. It sports a unique art style and some interesting gameplay mechanics. If you've yet to check it out and feel like trying something new, it is free, so you might as well. At number 9 we have BRAWLHALLA. This is an awesome looking arena fighter very similar to Smash Bros, where players are tasked with knocking their opponents off the map. It holds so many similarities to Smash Bros that if you're a fan of the old school classic, then I don't think there's a way you could not like this game. There are huge selections of heroes to play in the game, and while some of them need to be purchased with in-game currency, this could be expected since it's a free-to-play game. The developers Blue Mammoth Games have certainly done a fantastic job on the game, and I suggest checking it out. At number 8 we have WARFRAME. Now this is a pretty old game, with it releasing way back in 2013, however the developers have been hard at work the whole 5 years, keeping regular updates and content drops coming. There have been reworks and overhauls, but right now WARFRAME is sitting in a really good spot. The game is similar in style to a looter shooter and holds many similarities to MMOs. WARFRAME 2 has in-game purchases which can be used to buy powerful items, which is quite the turn off for me, but nonetheless it is free to play and it's quite good. It's a little complicated for new players, so if you do pick it up, give it a little time to learn everything and then you'll be ace. At number 7 we have SMITE. Now if you're a fanboy of MOBA games, then perhaps SMITE will tickle your fancy. The fanboy within me wishes this entry was actually Paragon instead of SMITE, but alas, not all dreams can be fulfilled. SMITE has a large roster of heroes which are based on many gods throughout different cultures. You have Greek mythology in there, Egyptian gods and many more. Like WARFRAME, the game has seen many changes, but it's all for the better. It's a pretty entertaining game, and in all honesty the MOBA genre is pretty addictive in my opinion. If you're interested in trying it out or on the fence about it, I do recommend it, as it's not only free to play but it's also pretty good. At number 6 we have GWENT, the Witcher card game. Now GWENT for me is super interesting as it has such an awesome appeal to it. Amazing art and card design, cool mechanics, competitive games, and of course it's free. As the name might suggest, it's based off the minigame found in the Witcher games called GWENT. The goal of the game is to play cards that overpower or outsmart your opponent's cards until their life is depleted. Similar in fashion to many other card games like Hearthstone and even Yu-Gi-Oh! I found GWENT in the Witcher games to be fun and engaging, so the idea of a whole game being devoted to it is pretty awesome in my opinion. If you've never played a card game in this style, I highly recommend checking it out, as it's noob friendly and does a great job at teaching you the basics. At number 5 we have SKYFORGE. This is a pretty fleshed out MMO that not only feels decent to play, but it's also visually pleasing too. The good looks is not the only great thing about the game, as it also has a cool storyline to follow and unique classes to choose from. Of course you have the basic healers, tanks and damage classes, but there's also subclasses within them allowing you to specialize your character in the way you see fit. On a side note, the game also has boob physics, but that's totally not the selling point. At number 4 we have HAWKEN. This is a combat mech shooter similar in style to Titanfall. The game plays pretty smoothly and all the mechs are unique and have awesome abilities. Whilst it's a little inferior in comparison to Titanfall, this is a free-to-play game and for that it's pretty outstanding. The combat is smooth and engaging, and you'll probably find yourself sinking hours into it if you enjoy this genre of the game. At number 3 we have H1Z1 Battle Royale. It's another Battle Royale game similar in fashion to every single other one of them ever created. There's not much to say about the game except that its visuals are significantly different to Fortnite and it plays a little differently too. If you want a break from Fortnite and you're crazy about Battle Royales, then maybe you should check out H1Z1 and change things up a little. At number 2 we have Defiance 2050. This is a sequel to the original Defiance game released a while back. It's an MMO set in a strange world where zombie-like threats and creatures are taking over. It too has a cool class system allowing certain classes to specialize in certain weapon types. I've spent a couple hours on Defiance and it's honestly pretty good. It has a large player base allowing there to always be players at public event activities. It also has a huge world that you can explore. Its scaling system was probably the best thing about it for me, as it allows you to take on activities with your friends even if you're vastly different levels. If you want an MMO to play, check out Defiance 2050. At number 1 we have DC Universe Online. As the name implies, this is a free-to-play action game set in the DC universe and sees you creating your own hero or villain to play with and progress as the game goes on. It sees appearances from all the popular DC heroes, and they often serve as mentors or directors for your own little hero or villain. There are a wide range of abilities that you'll be able to master and use in combat, and honestly I'd download this game just to be able to fight alongside Batman, cause you know, he is Batman after all. But they are my top 10 free-to-play games on PS4. Of course, some of these are also on other platforms, and additionally this was also in no specific order. But if you enjoyed, please consider liking and subscribing, and until next time, farewell.